Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, December 4th.
The best we can do is learn from our past and correct the processes that led us down the wrong path.
The Flagler County Commission has a new chairman. Commissioner Andy Dance, who was recently named commission chair, says he wants to see a more collaborative budget process.
I believe we need to start early with the budget goal setting so that staff has an early indication on how to craft the budget based on our goals. What is our commission vision for the upcoming budget? I think we need to get together and talk about priority issues. Is it to continue to lower millage? The presentation showed this being the lowest millage in 10 years, but there's a lot of room in that still. Do we want to talk about infrastructure maintenance, operational efficiency? We've got big items like dune restoration, but also safety and security, being our police and fire department.
Commissioner Dance says we've seen what happens at the end of the budget process in August when the commission is not in tune.
It's not fair to staff. I think we owe it to the community and our staff to avoid these last-minute budget changes. I think it results in a loss of public confidence in our abilities to manage the county's finances.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Palm Coast Vice Mayor Ed Danko is running for an open seat on the Flagler County Commission.
As you get older in life, and I am getting older, you have a sort of bucket list. So I would have done 4 years by next November on City Council, and I'm looking at my age and I'm creeping up there. You realize I want to do more things in my life before my time is up.
Danko, who's running for the District 5 seat, currently held by Commissioner Donald O'Brien, who's running for the State House seat, being vacated by Paul Renner, touted his record.
I certainly have never voted to raise anyone's taxes. I'd rather drink antifreeze than vote to raise taxes. So now I want to bring that to the county level. And Palm Coast, we had a millage rate rollback this year, first time in a long time, but the county taxes went up. So I think I need to do a little bit of good for the entire county.
Danko says he played a pivotal role behind the scenes in defeating a measure that saves taxpayers money.
Behind the scenes helped kill the county's attempt to raise our sales tax, not 1 year in a row, but 2 years in a row. An additional 0.5%. So I managed to kill that, and I managed to lead the charge to make sure that you never got a franchise fee on your Florida power and light bill. That's 6%. That went away. And if any future council tries this, we're actually passing an ordinance that will require it goes on the ballot.
Danko, a Republican, was first to file for the seat. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
The 40th annual Palm Coast Boat Parade has set a record.
We got 100. This is our new record.
Sarah Eulis, chairman of the Palm Coast Holiday Boat Parade, giving the very latest count of the number of exciting boat displays entered into the upcoming festive event happening this Saturday, December 9th at 6 p.m.
I've done some research and I found it looks like the Palm Coast Holiday Boat Parade is now the second largest lit boat parade, not in Florida, not on the East Coast, but in the entire United States.
And she says there's room for more entries that are entirely free.
Go to palmcoastyachtclub.com and there's a click at the very top. They put their information on and push submit, and that's it. Comes straight to me. The people are just happy to be in it.
This year, the parade will begin at Cochise Waterway, the city's northernmost cut to the Intracoastal Waterway, and head south. The parade will pass the Cimarron and Clubhouse Waterways and sail under the Hammock Dunes Toll Bridge past St. Joe Walkway and Waterfront Park. Boats will turn at the Gazebo in Grand Haven and return to home port. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler Broadcasting will air the Holiday Boat Parade live on Cool 100.9 FM and simulcast on the City of Palm Coast YouTube channel. What is the current trajectory of growth in Palm Coast?
Toby Tobin, the host of Real Estate Matters with Toby Tobin, said on the most recent episode of the program that in November, for instance, there were at least 180 homes sold in Palm Coast. Tobin also said that the homes didn't sell for as much this year as they did last year.
Last year it was 380,000. So far this month, it's only 379,000.
Toby Tobin said that many of the homes that were sold were cash sales. Real Estate Matters with host Toby Tobin is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, how do you explain this housing market? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
Soccer season is in full swing. This week features a pair of crosstown showdowns tomorrow night at the Ship. The undefeated Lady Pirates take on FPC, who is 5-2-1. Matanzas beat the alma mater 2-0 Friday. FPC comes in off a loss to Tokoi Creek on Friday night. Naomi Cordero of Matanzas and Savannah O'Grady of FPC share the county lead in goals scored with 12. In the nightcap, the 4-2 FPC boys team takes on the 3-3 Pirates. Bulldog coach Ramtin Amiri credits the leadership of junior Aaron Binkley, who along with Jay Secca leads the team in goals.
This year he's found himself at midfield and forward. He's sacrificed himself and has played where he needed to be in certain games, and his leadership is phenomenal.
The Bulldogs come in on a 3-game winning streak with 3 straight clean sheets.
Keegan Paulo, our goalkeeper, who's, in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers in the state of Florida. For someone to not concede a goal in 240 minutes of soccer is fantastic.
Coach Amiri on the match with Matanzas.
It's a crosstown rivalry, so it means a lot to people in the area, and it means a lot to our parents and fans. And obviously, I know it means a lot to my players, but we're going to treat it like any other game. We're going to prepare the same way. Hopefully get another win added onto our record, and then so we can move on from there. But in terms of preparation, we're not doing anything differently.
The Pirate boys come in off a 6-0 win at Seabreeze Friday. Girls kick off at 5:30. The boys game will follow after. Basketball, Palaca beats the Matanzas girls 40-24 Friday. They host Menendez Tuesday. The boys suffer back-to-back losses to Seabreeze and First Coast over the weekend. The FPC girls game against Atlantic was postponed. The Bulldog boys are at Father Lopez tomorrow. Thursday night, Rich Carroll will be on the call when the Dogs host New Smyrna Beach at 7:30 on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. I'll be on assignment covering the alma mater St. Augustine as they take on Mainland in the Class 3S Football Championship. Hear my report Friday on our sister station, Beach 105.5 St. Augustine. FPC Wrestling finished second in both tournaments this weekend. Jocelyn Johnson, Anna Villar, and Christina Borgman won titles at the Lady Clash of the Titans in Orange City. Torian Stallings, Carson Bear, and Ethan LaPepa were winners at the Arlington Optimist Invitational in Jacksonville. Only one game in town today. Father Lopez takes on the Pirate Girls soccer team at the Ship. We are your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.